Slap Happy Podcast, episode 2. And we don't really have too much to talk about sports-wise because Rona had a week.
I
mean, really flexing its muscle.
It's set up to have a few more weeks.
Yes, from what we were hearing, this does not look good. You're starting to see, this is like really going to be a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still so many funny things that are going on with it.
Yeah, a ton.
That I feel like it's a weird time.
People are still making jokes about it.
Yeah, I will not be one not to make jokes about it.
No,
and
hilarious.
I'm not sure. I don't want anybody to take it as in we're making fun of people who like actually are dealing with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been one to separate a joke from reality. Clearly, from anything that I said in the first episode or anything I've said really in my life. So I don't think we're targeting anybody besides maybe Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert deserves it.
And he
did come out, nice apology.
Yeah, he did make an apology, but I kind of feel bad for him.
You feel bad for him?
I don't. This is again.
Yeah, I guess I don't like wish that upon him to have the virus, right? Like I don't like.
There are probably people who do.
Just because of what he did?
Yeah, probably people are like. I mean, even me, like, reluctantly, am saying, yeah, you probably do deserve that. That's probably what you get.
Yeah.
For doing that. Yeah, like Rudy's just a troll. I think, which we all are. He was just the first one caught by this, and that's what scares me about it. Is I think through karma, I am also going to get it.
Yeah, you think something similar is going to happen to you?
Yeah, just. What goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Normally, from what I've seen, it does not happen. I don't believe in karma.
Really?
I don't think so.
Even after seeing that with Rudy Gobert, you don't believe in it?
I think maybe it exists with Corona. Maybe Corona has a goal in mind and has a moral compass behind it. But I feel like, I don't know, there's a lot of shitty people out there that do pretty well for themselves.
Yeah, you're right.
But so Rudy got it. He gave it to Donovan Mitchell, who seems to be having the time of his life. I mean, I think that is something that is underappreciated in this. This is really a time where we just don't have to do anything. Our responsibility is to sit inside and do nothing.
I know. Some people are like, this is the best time ever. Best time to be alive. They can do exactly what they want to do. Like schools are closing down. Like, I don't want to go to school. Now they don't have to.
Yeah, I think it's just human nature to not follow direction or not want to do what we are told to do. Because now I see people talking about being inside and they're like, this sucks. I don't want to do this. I wish that I had to do something or I could do something.
How about they wipe their ass with all the toilet paper that they've been buying?
That's true. Well, I don't get...
I don't get it. I don't get the whole toilet paper scare.
So what I don't understand about it, I would understand if you're loading up on... paper items.
Paper products like paper towels and tissues?
Yes. But I went to the grocery store yesterday, and I had to go see what they were out of. And I went, and they had no toilet paper.
Yeah, no. I saw a video today, maybe Barstool put it out, that these two ladies were fighting over like the last thing of toilet paper in the grocery store.
They put
they threw hands, I think.
They put a limit on how many you can buy 2 rolls.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
But right next to the toilet paper were loads of napkins, loads of paper towels, and loads of tissues.
Yeah, we can wipe our asses with those if we had to, right?
And I don't get why it's
I've done
just
that before.
toilet paper.
I've wiped my ass with a tissue before.
With a tissue, yeah.
For sure.
If you're in college, you've wiped your ass with either a tissue or a paper towel, and most likely both.
Yeah.
Not at the same time.
Yeah.
But...
well, maybe.
I mean, that's too many ply.
Seems excessive.
Yeah, I think that's a waste, if anything. I think when we're in panic, maybe we just flock to toilet paper.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe we will have to do that. Or like we'll start, I don't know, using our clothes as paper towels if we run out, if we have to.
What would be the alternative? I feel like it's socks. Socks are pretty much like the go-to. And then, I mean, we could always collect leaves. I don't know if we can collect, if there's a specific type.
Like wipe our ass with leaves?
Yeah, that's like a known thing too.
Right, that is, for sure.
And then I think hats.
I've seen somebody do that before.
I feel like hats would be the next thing. You wouldn't go full like pants. Maybe underwear and then hats.
Maybe we'll start shitting in our underwear.
Shitting in our hats.
In our hats.
It's bowl shaped.
Yeah.
Shit in bowls and then we just throw the bowls away. But I don't know what that covers because we're not getting rid of toilets. Those are completely fine.
True. Why can't we still shit in the toilet? Why do we go to that?
We're just shitting in our hats for no reason.
The wiping part was what it was.
Yeah. So I guess
awesome.
we need to shit in our hats.
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert. If I learn one thing, it's that you need to shit in your hat. Rudy I think he's the worst guy to get it too. Because you knew it was going to happen to an athlete, but you didn't think it was going to happen to a big name guy first. Like this guy on the Pistons got it.
Right.
And we're all like, of course he got it. Like he's no one knows who he is.
At first it was, Rudy had it and then Donovan Mitchell had it.
Yeah, two
and I
superstars.
I was like, the Jazz two best players. I don't know. Are they just testing the good players? Are they not testing anybody
they
else?
just don't care about
Nobody
the
else.
shitty players enough to get it tested.
Yeah.
And weren't those guys both first-time All-Stars this year?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I know Rudy was.
I don't know.
I think Donovan Mitchell was. Can we get a fact check on that?
We could look it up.
Yeah, that's a fact check. We got a quick fact check. Yeah, they're first-time All-Stars.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not saying it has something to do with that. I'm not saying it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Conspiracy theory. We can continue it. The government. What government sent him to get it? Was it like the French? He's French, right? Fact check. Yeah, he's French.
Yeah, he's French. Yeah.
Yeah, he's French.
Fact check.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it.
What about who sent Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks. So this Tom Hanks thing is fascinating to me because where Rudy Gobert has really become public enemy number one in all of sports, Tom Hanks gets corona. The government says Tom Hanks gave the continent of Australia corona. Like he brought it here.
That's pretty. I mean, that's something he could put down on his resume.
His resume is pretty chock full.
Yeah, it's pretty good already.
But I think that is one that could be added. That's a pretty big one. That's a pretty big role for him
Big brag.
in his long illustrious career. Corona Man number one is a good item on that IMDb page.
Yeah.
But he's the only person on the face of the earth that could get corona, bring it to a whole, not a country, a continent.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, poor Tom Hanks. There's no other person that you can tell me would be able to get this virus, give it to people, and the people feel bad for the guy who gave it to everybody.
Right. They feel bad for the guy that infected the entire continent.
Yes. And I think that's, even though weirdly, people didn't really feel it. I feel like maybe just as a sports fan, it became a bigger deal when Rudy Gobert had it and they shut down sports.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it should matter more that Tom Hanks got it. Because that's like America's hero.
Yeah, he definitely.
And like that man was Sully, right? Sully has coronavirus. If Sully has coronavirus, then your friend who sells weed from high school, like he is a very easy target for coronavirus.
And also the whole cast of the Polar Express.
Yes. What was he? The whole cast?
Right? I believe he was Santa. He was the train conductor. And I think he had another role. Maybe a couple more roles.
That movie scared me as a kid.
Scared you?
I swear to God, that we should do a segment on movies that scared you that shouldn't have scared you as a kid, because that and Willy Wonka or
Willy Wonka for sure.
the one with Johnny Depp
did freak me out.
terrifying
For sure.
Those two movies,
The Oompa Loompas were
just Johnny Depp's, Willy Wonka in general was the scariest thing that I've ever. We watched Polar Express or what's it, Charlie in the Chocolate
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, we watched one of those in school, and I had to leave. Pajama day.
Do you remember the time? It was in maybe the what was Mrs. Frail's class? Do you remember? 5th grade?
Yeah.
6th grade?
Sixth grade.
Either way, We watched the movie Dumb and Dumber in her class one day.
We saw the ass.
How inappropriate was that? It just came to my mind.
We saw the ass. Then when he pulled up her skirt.
Yeah.
I don't know how they show that in the 6th grade class.
I don't understand how that was allowed, how the teachers thought it was a good idea, but we watched Dumb and Dumber in the 6th grade.
I mean, scarred us for life.
Which is awesome. 11 years old.
I don't know how
they showed us
that
Dumb and
movie,
Dumber.
yeah.
I don't know how they got past.
No. But we watch a lot of movies in school.
Yeah.
I don't get why that is such a big part of the school curriculum.
Movies?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We watched, what was the Orson Welles' what's it called movie forever. We watched that for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, what is it? Wow, it's really bad that we can't think of this.
Yeah, I don't care. Orson Welles' movie.
Yeah. You guys all know the one.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
Orson. We watched that for 2 weeks. I don't know what that had to do with our English class, but we watched it. We did homework on it, I think. And that made no sense.
I don't know.
So, but yeah, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, sorry, we got pretty off topic there.
Tom Hanks.
We were talking about the kid in the yellow pajamas pretty soon, you know?
Yeah.
We got time to kill.
Wow.
That kid was my favorite.
But Sully, Forrest, Saving Private Ryan,
Yep.
these legends that defied every odd are now infected.
It's too bad.
And infecting a country. And
A whole continent.
It's absurd.
Unbelievable.
But
I'm sorry, Tom Hanks. Hopefully he's doing okay.
See, why are we so worried? Now that I don't feel bad for Tom Hanks, I have an unpopular opinion. I am not a Tom Hanks fan to the degree that everyone else is.
Really?
I feel like everybody just loves Tom Hanks.
Well, he's an easy guy to love.
I think any guy who is that likable has some skeletons in the closet that makes me not want to trust him.
Interesting.
Anybody who is that well received where everyone says, oh, he's a great guy, and he has no enemies.
There's got to be something.
There's got to be something.
Got to be something else.
Yeah. I just feel like that's the guy that you don't trust. You have that fear in the back of your mind.
You think he's a guy that shits in his hats before the coronavirus happened?
I think that would make me, if he said that, it would make me trust him more.
Trust him more.
Yeah. He just needs that quirk.
He's a guy that doesn't have toilets in his house on purpose.
But if he, maybe, but he's hiding it very well. He's hiding it too well.
He goes over to people's houses and he like brings his own hats. Hi, why do you have so many hats, Tom? Your kid's got a shit.
Yeah. But he wouldn't say that. He would say, for protection. Like, he probably just like goes to parties, shits in hats, and hides them
Leaves
places.
them somewhere.
Yeah. That's probably Tom Hanks' quirk.
The next morning, people, like the host wakes up, he's cleaning out the house and finds a thing of shit. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Something smells ripe in here.
It's
Go down the
impressive.
stairs. There's a just hat with shit in it behind the painting.
He leaves like mysterious notes of lines that he's had in movies before.
Yeah.
Like random lines.
The Phantom Shitter. He is the Phantom Shitter.
Yeah. Like he left the first gift of Christmas as one of them.
and he's, I hope that's true. I don't want to make facts, but I'd like to think that's true, and I'm going to continue to think that is true.
This theory.
Because that would make me like Tom Hanks more. He just needs that thing.
Yeah.
Going back to Rudy.
Who definitely should win Defensive Player of the Year now because he shut down the whole league.
Yes.
I saw that
in
tweet.
one night.
I saw a tweet. I
Yeah.
was pretty impressed with that one. So that's good content. Twitter has been like a gold mine.
Well, that's the only thing that we have to pay attention to.
I know,
now.
right?
We have nothing. And I think that's what made this Corona thing so serious. I don't think it's that it wasn't happening. I think now sports have always been a way to distract us.
Escape.
Yeah, and just
from the everyday.
pretend that nothing is going on.
Yeah.
But now we actually have to watch like the news because we can't even watch golf.
Right. Golf was shut down.
Yes. There's nothing that we can do to escape reality anymore, which is terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because now we have
that
to-
I think is what's making people freak out more so even for sure, right? that sports are being shut down. It feels like our whole lives are changing. So we have to, like, we're just panicking because of that.
I think it's just that we have to live in reality, which is not something that I think anybody enjoys.
Yeah.
Because reality is terrifying. It's not fun. They were showing all the games on CBS from like 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, Big Ten championships yesterday. And today, they're showing the A10 championship games.
The A10?
On CBS. That is how bad of a time we are in.
Oh,
you don't even
it's
need
so
to
depressing.
know.
Today was supposed to be Selection Sunday.
I know.
Oh, that's
Are
so
they going to show like a
depressing.
rerun of it?
Well, so this is an idea that our good friend Noah came up with. Shout out Noah.
The design for our logo.
He sure did, yeah.
We're very appreciative.
Thank you, Noah. He said that we should pick a random year. Now, it would be hard to do this because you'd have to trust people to not look it up. But you could pick like a random year. He said, I think, 1997. Because I don't know idea what happened in the NCAA tournament in 1997. I don't know.
No.
Right. We have no idea. Pick that random year, print out the bracket, fill it out, and then see how we did. See how we do. Like, get a pool together. Like, you'd have to do it right then and there because, you know, people could just leave and then go look it up on the internet, on their phones. But that would be kind of cool just because we don't have March Madness anymore.
I wouldn't mind. I think you got to push it back more. Go to like the 60s or something.
The 60s? See, I was thinking, I don't want to push it that far back. I like something like the 90s.
But I feel like some people might know the winner of the 90s.
Yeah, you're right.
That's too recent.
No, I know.
Even like the 70s.
I get it. I mean, either way, it's going to be hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Would you have the starting teams in there, like the round of 64?
Right. Oh, yeah, the whole thing.
Or would you have to pick the 64 teams? Because that would be terrifying.
Oh, wow. I'll pick which teams you think made it that year?
Yeah.
Ooh, another added twist.
I would not know 64 college basketball teams. I don't even know a single basketball player that played this year besides like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Or Obi Kenobi. I forget what his name is.
Obi Toppin?
Sure.
Yeah, on Dayton?
Yeah.
I think that's his name.
I think that's it.
I think that's his name. He's pretty good.
That's what this thing took away my basketball season because I don't pay attention to college basketball before March. Mm-hmm. Why would I do that? I watched a game the day before everything got canceled, and that was probably the second game I watched all year.
Yeah, we were watching. I had to watch as many games as I could. Like that last night, me and again Noah. Shout out Noah. We watched the Syracuse game when they played North Carolina. Beat them by 30 the other night, and we were like, "This might be the last game of the year," and it turned out to be pretty close.
It's crazy. And then that one game, that one Big East game that they just played the first half of.
And that's what I said. I was watching the first half, and I said they're going to go into halftime, and they're not going to come out for the second half. And that's exactly what happened.
It's crazy that I feel like that's just a mistake on every level. You can't just play if you're gonna play the game, you got to play the game. Like these kids aren't
play the whole game.
These kids aren't gonna escape Corona by 30 minutes or 20 minutes.
20-minute half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, we got 20 minutes more on the court. Shit, that could get it then.
Yeah.
That could get it. Keep them in here. Keep them in the locker room.
I don't think that's gonna do it. But obviously, they shouldn't have played the game to begin with.
Yeah.
You think if Rudy Gobert did not get coronavirus, they would still be playing right now, right?
They might be. Yeah, definitely. Definitely when there was the first case confirmed positive in the NBA.
They had to shut it down.
Yeah, they had to shut down then.
People applauding the NBA for shutting down
Yeah.
is very funny to me as well. Because what are they supposed to do? They had a case of it in the league. It's not
And
like they can't shut it down.
And they were saying Rudy Gobert, like the Jazz, he had direct or indirect contact with like all 30 teams. I think there's 30 teams in the NBA, something like that. I don't know, but he like in the last 5 days, like before he had confirmed gotten it.
Yeah, it's it's crazy how much credit the NBA has gotten from my perspective.
And people were like shitting on the NCAA, saying, "No, you guys got to cancel it. Why are you half in, half out? Are you going to play with fans or not? Just cancel it if you're going to cancel it." And then they cancel it and they go, "Oh, what are you doing? Why are you canceling it?" like which one is it here?
And just the fact that they did it less than 24 hours after, and people were saying, they're taking too much time on this. Why are they waiting so long?
Yeah.
When they did it the following day.
Yeah, the next
after
day.
the NBA. The NBA was quick on the trigger on that. The NBA, their plan previous to knowing that Rudy Gobert had Rona was they wrote a plan that said, teams, you should prepare for this, which is basically us saying, yeah, we don't really know what this is. So, like, you guys figure it out.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
We don't really want to deal with this.
With it.
Very smart move on the NBA's part. That's a me thing to do. Much like Rudy Gobert being a dick. Really, I guess I have a lot in common with with the NBA's reaction to coronavirus. But I'm not on the stage that the NBA is on. So I will criticize them rather than anyone criticizing me.
Yeah.
And that is the fortune of being a unknown podcast person.
That's what we're doing. Just two guys talking about sports that nobody knows.
Yep.
Regardless what sport we play.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you for tying it all together.
Yeah.
We've really taken that from LeBron. I think that is ours.
I'm
now.
sorry, LeBron. Yeah, because everybody knows us.
Yeah.
We've really taken it from him.
Yeah, I'm sure. People say, oh, that's their thing.
No, yeah, that's all LeBron. He didn't say that.
Exactly.
So it's two kids.
So the NBA's plan, first, just saying teams, you deal with it. And then I read about their proposal of how to deal with it. And I remember one of the very important things in the proposal being a clear method of distribution of hand sanitizer to the players and staff.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to defeat, much like toilet paper, I don't think Purell is going to go a long way in defeating coronavirus.
You don't think so?
I don't think just wiping and cleaning your hands is really going to kill the most contagious virus we've seen in forever. But that's just me.
I want to give another shout out to our friend Bloomer yesterday at the St. Patrick's Day celebration.
You're handing out a lot of shout outs. You might need to limit the shout outs.
I'm sorry. This might be
effort to continue the shout outs later on.
This might be the last
one.
Out
of shout outs.
Might be the last one. Yeah, I'm going to use it. Shout outs for two, Alex. It's gonna be yesterday he had gloves on, like
sanitary
gloves, right? And he was putting hand sanitizer on the outside of them. He was still using hand sanitizer with the gloves on.
He should have filled the inside. Filled the inside.
Filled the inside and then put his hand in. Filled it before he put his hand in and then put his hand in.
Yeah.
Wow, he would have had the cleanest hands.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. But he was it's like he was putting two condoms on.
Double bagging.
He was double bagging, yeah. He put the gloves on and then the hand sanitizer over the gloves.
I mean, is that smart? What would be better? Would it be better to have it on the inside or the outside?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that might be
it was just something I didn't even think about.
That might have to be an Instagram. I haven't used our Instagram in forever, so I'm going to have to write that down and have that be a poll question that we're going to ask people after this episode comes out.
Yeah, we can do that.
But that was the NBA's plan, just to give hand sanitizer, properly distribute it to the players and staff before Rudy Gobert got it. So that obviously did not work.
Nope. Okay, so then, yeah, you don't think it would have worked. You don't think it's going to work with the general public.
And it just doesn't make sense that the NBA is getting so much credit. I really don't understand. I saw something, this guy saying I don't think he was talking about the coronavirus in specific when he said this, but he said this is the best time to be alive. And I hope he wasn't talking about the coronavirus in specific, because that would be kind of twisted.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the weirdest time to be alive.
It is really weird, and it's a situation that we've never been in before. So we all don't even know what's going to happen.
Well, that's the most
we don't know how
thing.
At least for me it's I don't even know how much longer this is going to go on. We don't know how deep we're in it yet. We could just be scratching the surface of this thing, and it could be lasting for months. We have no idea.
We've heard from 4 weeks to 6 months that this thing can go on.
Yeah, you don't know.
And 4 weeks is a month. Just to show off some skills there.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a crazy time, and I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with it without sports. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, whose stock is up, it's got to be Netflix. Netflix is coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah, you're going to have to get your Netflix and chill game up.
I got the Netflix thing down. Actually, no. My problem has been that while, like, over the last couple weeks, I've been paying attention to Netflix more. I've been watching some shows that came out, and I finished them. So now I really have nothing, and it's not a good time to have nothing, obviously.
Right, yeah.
So if anybody has any recommendations, that would be really nice too, because I am in trouble.
Right, please, on the Instagram, we'll put up maybe we'll put on our story any good Netflix recommendations.
Yes, we need that as well. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to think of things to do inside as well. That's not just sad. That doesn't involve sports.
Yeah, I don't know.
That being said, the UFC is still on, and I have no idea how that is the sport that's surviving out of everything.
Just guys, wrestling with each other, sweating all over each other.
Yeah, like Stephen A. If you heard Stephen A. at all this past week, was just, I think sweat was his favorite word, because he was talking
It's a
about
solid word.
as he was talking about the college and NBA basketball season's ending. He just mentioned kids sweating on each other an absurd amount of times. and I mean, it's a logical point. Like, yeah, it's probably not safe for kids to be sweating all over each other.
Right.
Just like kicking out fans. Yeah, let's kick out fans because they're going to be close together. And that would be a good reason for it to spread, or like that would make it easier to spread. But these kids just sweating on each other and spitting on each other all the time wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, we'll keep doing that.
Yeah, we can keep that up. But so it's obviously a good point for him to bring that up, but he has just been saying sweat as much as possible. And obviously UFC is a lot more than sweat.
A lot more than sweat. There's a lot of fluids bouncing around, flying around.
It's definitely a risky move. But they have no competition.
Yeah, they're the only ones.
So as long as everybody doesn't get corona, it might be a winning move.
Just stay open. Keep doing fights.
It might. I mean, it's probably it could pay off. I don't want to say probably, because it probably won't pay off.
Yeah.
I don't understand some sports that have closed. Like, I feel like golf could definitely keep going.
Without spectators or with?
Without.
Without, probably. Yeah, right?
You got to keep spectators out. But it's what we're hearing about it is the self-distancing thing. And you're not really close to anybody else besides your caddy, right?
Right, nope.
And
or a gator here and there.
Yeah, gators carry, dogs don't. So gators might be okay.
Oh, true. Yeah, I don't know.
We did hear that dogs don't, but we did not hear that cats don't. Another reason why dogs are better than cats.
Just one of the many reasons.
Just throw that out there. Is NASCAR still doing
They
it?
canceled their race. They canceled at least their next two races. I think there was one this weekend in Atlanta they canceled, and there's one next week, I believe, in Miami that they also canceled.
Gotcha.
So after that, I don't know.
What did you think about this free agency possibly being pushed back?
NFL free agency? Now, I really hope it doesn't get pushed back, obviously, because we need something. We need something. And I'm always pumped for that anyways. Yeah. Especially because this year, the Eagles they've been rumored to get possibly Byron Jones, which I would be cool with. That would be fine with me. We really need a cornerback. So I'm just excited to see what's actually going to happen.
Yeah. I heard people talking about it on SportsCenter today, and a lot of people were against it. I don't know why.
Pushing it back?
But a lot of people were, in support of pushing it back.
Oh, they're in support of pushing it back.
They can't go in and meet with people. Yeah. And they can't fly there after they sign and do a press conference. That is not essential to anything. The
press conference?
Yeah, there's nothing that's going to have a big impact on their success, their team's success, by them going to a press conference, holding up a jersey with a tentative number that might actually change if they pay
just
somebody
smiling,
on the team
putting
for
on a fake smile.
Yeah, and just answering questions saying, "Yeah, I'm happy to be here."
Right.
There's nothing that's going to dictate the season.
Yep, sure am.
Yeah. I don't know how that's important. Any conversation that you want to have can be over FaceTime or phone call or anything. So I don't understand pushing free agency back. I understand the draft stuff. That's going to be terrible for the scouts and GMs that have to make decisions basically on half of a scouting season.
Right.
So
that's hard. And this stinks. What's Todd McShay doing now? This is his prime time to work, but now he can't work.
does he go to any of the events or does he just...
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like they're going to be the superstars of the offseason now.
Oh, you think so?
Because what else we don't have anything to pay attention to besides people blabbering about what they think they know. People like us.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And
I was just thinking like
Tom McShay's like a qualified version
just
of us.
because sports aren't right, he's qualified, much more qualified than us.
Exactly.
If like the sports aren't happening and the draft like might get pushed back, it's just what are they going to do? Can he even work?
I think so. Like he can just crank out 15 mock drafts instead of 5.
Yeah, true.
The hard thing is that he has no data to really push stuff around anymore.
Yeah.
Besides, I don't know if he's done one since the combine or not, but he can't really push it. Like move guys based on recent stuff because nobody's done anything unless they get corona. That moves them down the board. Like that could have a really negative impact. What if Tua gets corona? Not only is he injury prone, but he's also disease prone as well.
True. Do we think Nick Saban will force him to get it? Like people think he forced him to get those ankle surgeries?
So this could work out either negatively or positively for Tua.
Like any situation can.
Yes. But people could see him as disease prone.
Yeah.
But depending how quickly he recovers, you could say,
he could flip it and turn it into a positive for himself.
He's really resilient.
Yeah.
If there's other people in his household that get it and they recover, we say he's a real team leader, pulled them through this.
Mm-hmm. He went through it
Motivator.
first. He got the Rona first.
Yeah.
And then he recovered from the Rona.
Or we could say if he passes it on to people that he's a negative team guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because he gave it to other people. He's pushing that off on them.
We're just going to say he's Rudy Gobert.
So, yeah. So there's a lot of room that this could work into the NFL draft.
Yeah, true.
So I think this might make the draft even more compelling, if anything.
I just think it's going to get to a point where we're just sick of NFL and draft analysts talking about the Rona. We're gonna get sick of it. They're just gonna be talking about it too much.
We're gonna be sick about everybody talking about it.
True, yeah, because that's all we've talked about really on this. But obviously, again,
we're quick to it.
It is.
We're early on the train.
Yeah. It's the only thing to talk about.
4 days late.
It's the only thing to talk about, really.
Well, that's basically what sports networks are gonna be. What else can they talk about besides what's going on right now?
And the UFC.
Yeah, and the UFC.
Yeah.
I also heard something about free agency that was Adam Schefter, Hannah Storm talking, and one of them said it would just feel weird to see guys getting big contracts right now. That makes no sense to me.
Why? Just because we're
like struggling.
Because everybody else is sick?
To see guys get paid, I guess, is like offensive, maybe. I don't understand that logic.
Before there wasn't, the coronavirus going around, we were okay with it. We were like, well, we're not getting paid a lot of money. They're getting paid a lot of money, but we're not sick, so it's okay. And now just because
people have coronavirus, and then you see somebody get paid $30 million, you're like, fuck that guy. Maybe.
Yeah. Now because I might get sick
because I'm sick.
They can also get sick.
Yeah, they can also get sick, but they also have $30 million, so they shouldn't be able to get that $30 million until nobody is sick.
Wow.
I think I'm starting to understand. Just weird. They don't have anything to talk about, so I'm not going to be too critical.
Yeah, you're right.
Of them.
You're right.
But yeah, it's a weird time, and I guess we're going to try to all get through it together.
We got this, guys.
Yeah.
If you have to, play a game, shit in hats, and leave them around weird places in your house.
Just be Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Because
we could all use another phantom shitter in our lives. I forgot to bring this up earlier, but another and possibly the most important thing about this corona thing was the canceling of the XFL season, the rest of the XFL season. Shame.
Gone too soon.
Yeah. Now, when you say gone too soon, do you think this is the last XFL game that we've ever seen? Or do we think season 2 of the XFL is coming back?
I really would like to see a season 2. Because it was, I don't know. I mean, I didn't get around to watching a ton of games, but the ones that I did were fun.
So you didn't see season 1, so you would like a chance to see season 2.
Right. Or maybe they can get it on Netflix. Maybe can they put it on Netflix, as we said? Because that's all we're going to be doing these days.
That would be nice.
Can they put season 1 on Netflix?
ESPN, I know ESPN has like Super Bowl games, old Super Bowls on ESPN Plus. Can we get old games on Netflix, like just old classic non-Super Bowl games, but even just XFL games that we haven't watched? Maybe the college basketball season on demand, because I did not pay attention to any of that.
That's not a bad idea.
I do like that thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because
we can just watch any game that we want to.
Yeah. That would be huge in this moment.
I would definitely, that would help my
anxiety and
my sports craving,
depression,
yep.
Yeah, craving.
Mm-hmm.
But the XFL, it didn't collapse, and I think that's the part where I'm having an issue, because they didn't last a season, and
not technically.
I wasn't sure if they were going to until,
because you've seen stunts like this before, different leagues popping up, and they really never work. Until
I saw them interview the kicker after he missed the field goal right after.
Yeah.
And that wide receiver puke on his shoes. That at that point, I was convinced that this was going to work. And it never got a chance to show itself. It never got a chance to show that it could last the year. And I'm really, really sad about that. Maybe even more sad about that than anything else that has happened.
Yeah.
And I needed to voice that and just plead and hope. That's what most of my time is going to be spent doing. Just praying that we get to see season 2 of this
the XFL.
Beautiful mess that is the XFL.
A beautiful mess. That's a great way to put it.
I think
a beautiful mess.
It is,
because there was just so much going on.
Yeah, it was most of it terrible
with the interviews, and then you see videos of guys in the locker rooms after like shotgun and White Claws.
It was they were Bud Light seltzers.
Sorry,
let's not just throw dirt on their names. These are athletes, and I don't want them to come after me.
Yeah.
So make it clear that I said Bud Light seltzers. Anyway, but it was just, it felt like the reality, the real world of sports, the reality TV of football. And while it was bad, it was what we had. And now we don't even have that.
We would take that right now. If we could just have the XFL, oh my God, we'd take that.
If you asked me what sport was going to be on, it was the XFL.
Right, for sure.
I thought there was no way that they were going to end that.
Thought they might have said, hey, players, if you want to come play, we're doing it. If you don't want to, don't worry.
Is WWE still happening?
I have no idea.
I need to look that up.
The WWE. Nope. Don't really watch.
I feel like the WWE has to be canceled. That's as much of a mass gathering as anything. It sent me to WWE.com. I just want to see Google, man. Supermarkets, cowboy hats, guitars. Get ready for 316 Day with Steve Austin. That doesn't answer anything.
Nope, that didn't help.
Can we get a fact check?
Quick fact check.
So, okay. So from what I found is they're not sure. They're planning to go forward as planned with WrestleMania. I don't know about their weekly programming, but WrestleMania is supposed to be going on.
It's going on as of now.
And I may watch WrestleMania. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Right, if you gotta. That's the only thing on.
I may be sold on WrestleMania.
We're gonna have to start watching esports.
Are they even holding events?
I don't know.
We have to research this and find things to watch That might be just a segment that we do later on in the show.
This is going to be survival of the fittest.
There has to
Somebody that can find any kind of event to watch.
Yeah, that's how we're going to survive this, by finding whatever we can find with any bit of competition.
Yeah.
And The Bachelor ended.
Oh, I know. Just in the nick of time.
There's nothing.
I hear they stopped production of the new one because of the virus.
Did you hear about Fast and Furious?
No.
That was one of my favorite things of the week.
No.
Was Vin Diesel. He went on a radio interview, and when asked if Fast and Furious 9 would be delayed due to the coronavirus by USA Today, he said, quote, "We need movies now more than ever. So yes, put it on record, we're going to show up." And if you do not know, Fast and Furious 9 has been delayed for a year.
A whole year.
Now it is coming out in March of 2021.
Wow.
Which is, I mean, smart from their perspective to delay it until this thing is over.
Right. There's no way you can have it come out right now.
A year seems excessive.
Yeah.
I don't know how pivotal it is to it being March for the movie to come out.
Maybe it is a big thing.
But I don't know how big that plays into the theme of Fast and Furious 9, Fast 9, as it was labeled in that.
I can't believe there's 9 Fast and Furious movies now.
I have not seen one.
I don't think I ever.
I think
I have either.
That there's a few movies that I'm proud that I've never seen.
And that's one of them.
That, Harry Potter. I've never seen a Harry Potter.
I've seen Harry Potters, but I'm not too into them.
I've never seen one.
Wow.
And
that's impressive, actually.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
That is impressive.
It's more impressive than seeing all of them. And it took way less effort on my part. As far as Fast and Furious 9 goes.
We'll see you in March.
We'll see you next
March.
See you next March. Along with everything else that we care about.
We're putting everything on hold until next March.
Yep.
Can we just pick up like where we are right now next year? Imagine having a whole year off.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be so bad.
Let me tell you, catch up on sleep.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wow.
That's what bears do, don't they? Not a year, but
Hibernation, yeah.
they hibernate.
They got to be coming out soon, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're going to come out and say, what the fuck's going on with this place?
What the hell happened while we were sleeping? I thought a fucking crazy dream.
Imagine just waking up to nothing.
Like you turn on, they're probably sitting at home, turning on Sports Center, these Bears are, and
they were pumped for
like,
March Madness.
Yeah, they wake up for March Madness every year. That's like their start of it.
Yeah. They're like,
Now they're like, what the hell happened?
A10 2016 championship? What the fuck's going on?
This isn't what I want.
I would be pissed. There's going to be more bear casualties than anything. Like bears, either bears bear on bear crime or bear on human crime. I think bear crime may be the biggest side effect of this coronavirus.
Bear crime.
Bear crime is going to be an issue that we need to monitor going
We gotta
forward.
be careful.
Really, anything that hibernates. I don't know what else hibernates.
Me neither. I was going to ask you what else hibernates.
I don't know. Like I think birds.
I don't know about
No,
that.
birds go south.
They go south for the winter.
Shit. Well, in an effort not to embarrass my knowledge anymore, I'm going to stop.
Yeah, just stop talking.
Okay.
A lot of bear crime. Bear on bear, bear on human.
crime. Yeah. Okay. So to get away from Corona for a little bit, we have this thing. We want to make our free agency quarterback predictions. And I don't know how much we can call them ours, since we're going to use a random NFL team generator from online. But
the twist that we put on it at the end, the reasoning will be our own.
yeah, the reasoning is our own.
Of course.
The button pressing is our own. And it has just as much of a chance as being right as anybody else
Right.
that predicted.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll start off. You have the first one.
Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater.
Yep. Teddy. Great couple games. Undefeated this season.
Was he undefeated?
He was undefeated or he lost one game.
No, yeah, I think he was undefeated. I think you're right. Like 5-0.
Yep.
Something like that. Good for him. All right, let's see where he's going to go next year. Ooh, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
There we go. He's
He's going to be fighting against the man, the myth, the legend, Gardner Minshew for the starting spot in camp.
I can see it. I mean, everybody wants to see Gardner win.
Mm-hmm. Because he's a fan favorite. Everybody
Yeah.
fell in love with him. How could
Yeah.
you not? That mustache was majestic.
I would love to see Teddy grow that mustache, though.
Ooh,
I would
that
love
would
to
be
see
something.
it become a battle of the look. To see Teddy,
Kind of a mind game. Teddy's going to come in and say, hey, listen, I got a better fucking mustache.
embrace that competition and really pull out the long hair mustache look that Gardner has.
Imagine Teddy walks into camp with jean shorts on, long hair, and
Just to
mustache.
win over Duval.
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
That'd be awesome.
I think that would be. That's how he has to win it. That's how he's got to win the job. Not necessarily the place you would want to go, especially with them trading Calais.
I know. I can't believe that news today. Calais Campbell for a 5th rounder to Baltimore.
Only a 5th rounder.
Yeah, it seemed a little low to me, right? Or high, I guess. 5th
High,
rounder.
low.
High, low.
I think it's low, right? It's
Well, low ball offer,
value,
but
high number.
high number, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Teddy's going to go to Jacksonville.
Yeah. See about Marcus Mariota. Obviously lost his job to Tannehill, who just got that big extension midway through recording this, which is why we did not talk about it
Yep.
at all.
But congrats, Ryan.
Yeah, congrats. No, thank you. But Marcus Mariota's got to find a new home. Where's it going to be? It's going to be Pittsburgh. Obviously. Why?
Obviously. This was an easy choice.
Big Ben's getting old. He's got a discus in his back or something.
I think
off.
Do we all have a discus in our back?
No, but his is off.
Okay.
His is out.
Yeah, his is
He's got a
out.
discus out. And, that beard is really going to, I think, mess with just possibly his vision at this point. It's getting
He looks
very
like a
bushy.
grizzly bear.
He does.
Yeah.
And as we know, bear crime is up.
Yeah, true.
So Big Ben might be in jail by the time the season starts. And who more can you trust than a Hawaiian boy, Marcus Mariota? Golden child,
Yep.
respectable kid. I would let him take my girlfriend to prom or daughter. And
Wow. You would let him take your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's just the kind of guy he is.
That's the kind of guy you are.
That's the kind of guy I am.
You're a
That's the
giving
kind of guy
friend.
he is.
Yeah.
And I think it's a perfect fit. Yeah. I can't see him going anywhere else.
You wouldn't have let Big Ben take your girlfriend.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
That would have been bad. Bad ending.
It's a risky move.
Yeah, it
That
is.
might be, and that's why he wins the job.
Risky move for both you and her.
And him.
All right, so
So that's Mariota.
Mariota to Pittsburgh.
Easy choice.
Next one we got the man with 1,000 kids, Phil Rivers.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Speaking of prom.
Carolina Panthers.
That one makes
Now
a lot of sense.
It's the most logical.
Maybe too much sense.
Yeah, the most logic so far. Phil's moved to Florida,
Yep.
so now he can just
That's right next to Carolina.
right next to South Carolina. No, they're in North Carolina.
They're in North Carolina.
North
but it
Carolina.
is closer to South Carolina than it is to North Carolina. So you were right.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
You were not saying that Carolina Panthers played in South Carolina. You are saying that it is close to South Carolina, which is true.
Exactly. He's going to go to Carolina. Matt Rule, the new coach.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it
you need
makes
that
sense.
veteran leadership.
Yeah. He's going to have a longer commute now. He's got to get used to the new space, new division, new conference.
But he played his college ball there.
He did.
He played for North Carolina State.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So it's a return
Oh,
home.
so then he's not going to have to get used to that. He's going to fit right in.
Yeah, I mean, the commute from Florida to North Carolina might be a little
Maybe a little much. But he did.
strenuous, but it is close.
But didn't he have like a 3-hour commute this past year?
Probably with traffic. He will not have to deal with the same amount of traffic.
Yeah,
And
true.
gas is a lot cheaper. So good for Phil.
Yeah.
Good for Phil.
I don't think he's definitely not the one driving. He studied his film, I believe, during the commute.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Pretty sure
Drives.
he had a driver.
He is over 18, so one of his kids with the permit could drive.
Yeah,
the whole way.
I don't even think they're old enough for that.
This is obviously in the scenario that Phil Rivers doesn't start his own expansion team with his kids,
Right.
which our formula does not account for.
Our random team generator does not account for the Phil Rivers.
The River Runners, the River Gunners.
I like just their mascot being the Rivers.
But that would be too close to the Lakers.
Yeah. But a different sport.
True.
All right.
I
Next.
just picture them fly fishing.
Who's next?
Next is our Lord and Savior Jameis Winston.
30-30.
30-30 club, him and A-Rod. It's a match made in heaven. And like A-Rod, sometimes you just want a new team. Sometimes you don't have a choice because Bruce Arians kind of hates you.
Yeah.
Which is what it looks like.
But you got LASIK, so he's good now.
Yeah. And what better than for Jameis to go to the Houston Texans?
Oh, boy.
It just makes too much sense for him not to go to the Houston Texans, right? I'm definitely not stalling trying to think of something to say.
Right. I was like, I don't know about that one.
So, obviously, Jameis, he played college football.
Yep.
Bill O'Brien coached college football.
Okay.
Bill O'Brien really on the hot seat this year.
He is. Blowing a 24-point lead in the playoffs, that'll do it.
That won't help.
Nope.
Jameis Winston will win the head coaching job by the end of camp.
Wow. Jameis Winston, he's not even going there to play quarterback.
No.
Or he is originally?
He may. Okay. That's a Jameis call. Because
Right.
Jameis is going to be the head coach. He's going to make the decision. He may choose if Deshaun isn't running the offense right,
Yeah.
not making plays for either team, as we know Jameis likes to do.
Right. He's a giver.
Yeah, exactly.
Gives the other team.
If Deshaun isn't making those plays, Jameis will make his way from the sideline into the game as a player coach.
Right.
But this works out well for both teams. Jameis doesn't have to worry about his coach hating him because he is the coach.
Uh-huh.
And they get to sign Jameis on a team-friendly deal. They won't have to give him quarterback money because he's going to be the head coach.
Right.
Max of the head coach can make $10 million, and he's not John Gruden.
But
he's not that crazy.
But then he's also still a quarterback. So would
He's
they have
only
to
a
pay him-
quarterback if he chooses after the fact. That's not guaranteed money.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see
Yeah.
where you're going with that. Yeah, that makes the most sense so far of all these.
I told you it's a perfect fit. I don't know what you didn't get out of that. But yeah, Jameis,
All right, Jameis.
lock to the Texans.
Going to go be a player coach for Houston. Next up, we got Dak Prescott, who I can't believe still isn't signed.
No, especially after the Tannehill thing.
Yeah. He's going to go to the Seattle Seahawks.
I think this one makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, Dak Prescott, right?
Yeah.
Because they obviously need a quarterback because Russell Wilson, isn't probably first or second best quarterback in the league right now.
Well, isn't Russ having a kid?
I did hear that, yeah.
Yeah.
So he has to go on paternity leave.
maternity leave. Yes.
Both.
It could be both if you want it to be.
He's a caring dad. He's a family first. He's a good guy, so he's got to go take care of his newborn.
Yeah.
And help.
They do it in the WNBA all the time.
Yeah. So now Dak needs a place to go.
They'll go to Seattle, take over. I mean, you don't want to rush Russ back.
Right. Get him on a 1-2 year deal. Team option for a second year. See where Russ is at this time next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a no panic situation. I think
Yeah.
you're getting rid of Clowney. You got the money,
And now
I think.
this could work out for Russ because we said earlier, the whole sports world is just going to go on hiatus until next March.
Yeah.
So he
the
could-
whole world.
Sorry, yes, the whole world.
Remember Vin Diesel.
So this could work out for Russ, but no, Dak's still going to go to Seattle.
Last but not least, we have really the guy that everybody's been talking about, and I don't think Mike Greenberg can stop talking about, and that's Tom Brady. Everybody wants to know where Tom Brady's going, but we have the answer for where Tom Brady's going,
Oh boy.
and that is the Oakland Raiders.
Now this one, actually rumored that he could go there.
Yeah. But obviously he's not going there just to play
Now,
quarterback.
Oakland Raiders, not Oakland.
Not Oakland. Oh, sorry.
Vegas.
He is going to keep them in Oakland.
Oh, okay. A little twist.
Yeah. I mean, the simulator doesn't lie. If it says the Oakland Raiders, he's playing for the Oakland Raiders.
Okay.
So you've heard it here first. The Raiders are staying in Oakland.
They're going to say, they're going to say, no, fuck that new stadium that's built. Nobody's going to play in it.
Yeah. Or pick that stadium up, bring it over here. Tom Brady's a California kid. He wants to play in California. He wants to play at home. Don't blame him.
Is he from California?
Yeah, he grew up a 49ers fan right over
That's true.
Wherever they are.
I did know that.
And he doesn't want to go to Vegas. What does he have to do in Vegas? He's not gambling. He's a family man too, I think.
He's busy kissing his kids, not kissing strippers.
Exactly. No, that's not his thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful wife, beautiful family. He doesn't need Vegas.
You know what to say in boring Oakland?
I don't think Oakland's boring.
No, I don't know.
But-
But less boring or more boring than Vegas.
I just don't think there's as many strippers. Which,
Yeah.
as a family man, I'm not saying I'm a family man, but if I was a family man, I don't think strippers coincide.
Yeah.
I don't think that leads to a healthy home.
Mm-hmm.
Like happy wife, happy life. I don't think it's like strippers,
Lots of strippers, not
happy life.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't think that's how the saying goes. Anyway, Tom Brady demands that they stay in Oakland so he can be close to home. They stick around. Oakland loves him. The black
Yeah,
hole.
he's going to be an immediate fan favorite
Huge
in Oakland.
fans. Yeah. Or, of course, I don't want to suggest anything ludicrous here. So there's also the scenario in which they start an expansion team called the Oakland Raiders. So we have two Raiders.
And now 2 expansion teams. The
Yes.
Phil Rivers.
And Tom Brady's Raiders.
Yeah.
And that would be perfect for the Raiders because then at the end of the year, you could just add up their wins and they might have a chance to make the playoffs.
Wow. Besides that one year where they actually did make it, but then Derek Carr got hurt.
They had Connor Cook as their quarterback.
Yeah.
So I think it's a comeback for Oakland,
makes
comeback for
sense.
the Raiders.
Yeah.
And everybody should be psyched. Yeah. I think
It makes too much sense for it to not happen.
exactly as we've said with I think every single one that
That's
we've
the only
said.
reason I said it because we said it for I think every other
It
one.
makes too much sense not to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Our NFL QB free agency prediction. Anyways, that's it for us. We'll be back whenever. We are not like pros at this yet by any means.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to put any definites on when we are going to come out with new content because it varies.
And you never know what's going to happen with the coronavirus.
Yeah, that's true. We might not even be around for much longer.
Yeah. Stay safe out there, folks.
Yeah.
Get off that Rona.
Get off that Rona. Wash your hands. And we'll see you.
Maybe chop them off.
Yeah. Or chop them off. All right. We'll see you guys sometime.
Smell you later.